Hi, welcome. Today we are presenting case study 2, Maersk Line, and this is group 2J for the CVP.
Maersk Line is a Danish worldwide container shipping firm and Maersk's largest operating affiliate. Founded in 1928, it has become the world's second largest container shipping firm in terms of the fleet size and of the cargo capacity. With the regular services of 374 ports across 116 countries, it has approximately 100,000 employees as of 2024. Marisline operates around 700 boats with a total capacity of over 4.1 million TEU.
Okay, what were the key drivers of success for Maersk Line social media? So the first one would be authentication, authenticity, and transparency. So these were really the core of Maersk's strategy. They didn't shy away from sharing challenging stories like Maersk's Norwich whale strike, where they openly acknowledged the issue and explained their conservation efforts. This honesty really fostered trust, showcased their commitment and responsibility, even in difficult situations. And then also, they really excelled in story tapping by tapping into their rich history and employee experiences. They had positive narratives like the 1975 rescue by Clara Maersk. This highlighted the company's humanitarian spirit. And at the same time, they shared candid stories about the industry challenges, reflecting a genuine and relatable brand image. And then third, they also embraced user-generated content. Maersk encouraged shipping enthusiasts, employees, and customers to contribute to photos and stories using hashtags like hashtag Maersk or whatever hashtag they had. And this collaborative approach strengthened the community and brought fresh perspectives into their channels. Kind of going along with that, one of the most remarkable aspects of their strategy was their cost efficiency with an annual budget of around $100,000. They achieved these impressive results by relying on in house creativity, employee involvement, and organic growth, such as the user generated content. And they avoided heavy reliance on external agencies, proving that impact isn't always tied to big spending. And then lastly, adaptability. Maersk ensured that their success was across all platforms. For example, they focused on visual storytelling on Instagram, professional networking on LinkedIn, and casual engagement on Facebook. And by tailoring the content to match platform norms and audience preferences, they kept their message both relevant and super impactful. So overall, the key drivers of success for Maersk Line didn't just build followers, they built trust, engagement, and they built a community around the brand.
Evaluate how Maersk Line executed its social media plan and platforms. The Maersk social media plan was strategically deployed by Winchman after an exhaustive investigation was conducted around the methods and best practices Dell and General Electric employed to release their own platforms. This allowed Winchman to target specific audiences with varying degrees of influence via dedicated tools and carefully edited content. Generally speaking, his approach was typical to marketing management through STP. Segment the audience by level of influence and type of media, demographic, psychographic, and behavioral. Target audiences with clear and tailored messages. Position Maersk Line to the audience's interest, remaining fun, entertaining, but corporate, allowing the users to view the platform as another working tool. The additional target was to communicate transparently about business news and corporate decisions. Four main categories of segmentation exist: fans, customers, employees, and experts. Each involving the users, not only from a push method of communication, but also from a pull method. In some instances, supporting customer service, for example, experts and bloggers participating in troubleshooting a challenge before Maersk Line even get involved. This was further put to use to leverage the opportunity to improve press coverage, gain employee engagement, and develop brand awareness. Ultimately, Winchman wanted a spontaneous and flexible strategy to communicate with all segments in an authentic, explorative approach, humanizing the company. The ultimate goal was to get closer to the company by recruiting followers and focusing on insights through communications, customer service, sales, and internet usage. Looking at the three major social media platforms, the most influential platform is considered to be LinkedIn, where the users are professionals and customers. As such, the posts are typically articles and business news drafted in a professional but non-robotic manner for the purpose of allowing customers to browse products and services, interact with customer groups and forums, and improve communications, especially in regards to business decisions. The second most influential platform is considered to be Twitter, where users are composed of trade press, business people, shipping professionals, customers, and local employees. Posts are typically articles and news written in a personal manner, although employees are trained in message drafting. The purpose of using this platform is to humanize the brand, interact publicly with stakeholders, and influence the industry. Lastly, Facebook gathers publics, enthusiasts, NGOs, customers, employees, competition, suppliers, and regulation bodies to like and share visual supports like videos and pictures. As such, the tone is mostly informal conversation for the purpose of interacting with the users. Looking at alternative platforms, Instagram is mainly youth-oriented, using videos or offering the opportunity to upload filtered pictures. The tone is fun and ludic. The purpose is to leverage the global audience to increase brand awareness to build a community of followers. Google Plus was mainly used to interact with innovators, leadership, businessmen, and experts through the platform Hangout features, and to hold small press conferences. The ultimate purpose being to collaborate and share business news and interact openly online. Pinterest, YouTube, and Tumblr are further used for synergy and consolidating specialized media and stories, or even for blogging. How does this create customer value and customer lifetime value for Maersk Line? Mainly through advertising, by improving employee self-awareness as well as brand awareness, improving the recognition of the company in a highly specialized industry, which helps to position it as a thought leader within the shipping industry and within experts. It also helped improve sales through facilitating and polling improvements, empowering employees. It helped decrease CRM costs, human resource costs, and other corporate costs. Um, and finally, generally speaking, improving the company's image from a boring to an exciting industry leader.
Hi, now we'll be diving into the Maersk Line case study, focusing on their impressive 1500% return on investment on Facebook as calculated by Jonathan Wichman. We'll be breaking down the calculation, evaluate and discuss the implications for Maersk Line's social media strategy. If you look at the costs, there are like several considerations from Jonathan Wichman based on the costs and expenses associated, such as like for content creation, for external vendors, advertising spend, social media management tools, training for staff, and operational costs. The total costs are around $100,000. Next, we will identify the revenue or the value generated from these Facebook activities versus the costs associated. This includes leads converted into revenue, sales from targeted campaigns, improved efficiencies from customer satisfaction and customer complaints being resolved on Facebook, and other indirect benefits. And next, as part of the evaluation, we need to calculate the RO, return on investment. And as we know from the calculation, the return on investment is supposed to be 1500%, as mentioned by Jonathan Wichman in the case study. So, I mean, for to calculate return on investment, we use the formula ROI equals revenue or value generated minus the cost divided by the cost associated. Uh, Using the cost of $100,000 for the calculation of ROI to be 1500%, the revenue generated has to be $1.6 million. So basically, for the ROI to be 1500%, the total revenue and value generated has to amount to $1.6 million. Now, for the question of do we agree with the 1500% return of investment calculation as calculated by Jonathan Wichman? I would say in agreement if, I mean, the revenue and value generated are accurately tracked, and the sales are directly attributed to Facebook, and if there is, I mean, any special data driven element attributing these sales to Facebook, like if there are any special promotion codes or if there are any special campaigns run through Facebook which have codes in the data to look at. And I mean, if there is accurate cost accounting, we could be in agreement. However, I mean, with the lack of transparency in the calculations, there might be a lot of skepticism. Uh, if the attributes are overly optimistic, or if there is a lot of assumptions instead of data driven elements, uh, that would tilt the answer towards the other end. As part of the next steps, and also for Miser to be successful uh, going forward, we need to make sure, or Jonathan Wichman and the marketing company or the strategy has to be uh, they have to focus on innovation and data driven elements. Accurate measurement of metrics has to be maintained. All the calculations have to be accurate and data driven, and transparency in cost estimates is also highly important. And with the changing market, it's important to adjust the return of investment methodology based on the changes happening across the landscape. Thank you.
How do you think Maersk Line's competitors will react to the company's success on social media? Maersk Line's success on social media is likely to have a significant ramification for its competitors, and that their reactions may vary depending on their own strategies, brand positioning, and the competitive landscape. 5 areas of how competitors will react are: 1. Enhance social media efforts. This most likely will include them investing more resources into creating engaging, high quality content, increasing their presence across multiple social media platforms, and also launching campaigns that position themselves as innovative and customer focused. Another area that they might focus on is diverse content strategy. Competitors may differentiate themselves by focusing on niches and specialization services that Merrick's may not look at. One of those areas is sustainability and environmental responsibility, which is pretty big in the shipping industry. Also, providing behind the scenes insights or showcasing their global reach and local expertise. Thirdly, they might also focus on target marketing and brand positioning. Some competitors may respond by crafting more personalized or direct communication campaigns to win over Merrick's audience. They might do this by creating content around specific pain points and issues that Merrick doesn't address. Also, they'll be using social media for customer service, offering quick and efficient solutions that highlight their responsiveness compared to Merrick's. Fourthly, they might look at partnerships. Some competitors may consider forming alliances, either in terms of content creation, strategy, leveraging collective strengths, or just trying to counter anything that Merrick tries to do while they're dominating the social media space. And lastly, improve customer engagement. Competitors may invest in more interactive and engaged social media tactics like Q&A sessions and also real-time updates. We just talked about 5 areas where the competitors will react. As a suggestion, Merrick should continue to innovate its social media content to stay ahead of competitors. This can include more interactive content like live events, virtual tours, or behind the scenes looks into operations that showcase its technology advancements and sustainability efforts. It should also explore newer platforms. Some of these are TikTok, Snapchat, or they can go down the route of AI tools or chatbots. Merrick should continue to engage with its followers, offering value through educational content, community building initiatives, and responding to customer feedback will help build long term loyalty. Another area where we suggest that they focus on is collaboration. Consider forming collaborations with influencers, sustainability advocates, or industry organizations to create content that boosts credibility and reach. Social media success is often driven by a sense of purpose. Merrick could partner with environmental organizations or support social causes that resonate with the audience, creating campaigns that reflect its corporate social responsibility efforts. By staying ahead of the industry trends, leveraging customer engagement, and maintaining a flexibility, proactively social media strategy, Merrick can effectively prepare for and even benefit from competitors' reactions, ensuring its continued efforts in the digital space.
What should Maersk Line do next, and what areas should the company focus on and why? Maersk Line needs to build on its social media success. In the following areas are ways that Maersk Line can improve their social media exposure for marketing purposes. Let's talk about these two first: personalization and interactivity. Personalization. Maris Line should be adapting its messaging and content to particular audience segments according to the requirements, their interests, and behavior. When it comes to interactivity, using tools like surveys, tests, and competitions to get greater participation and interactions from its audience should be a main focus for Maris Line. Maris' success in social media can be attributed to its content marketing strategy, which focuses on providing valuable and engaging content to its target audience. This includes informative articles, infographics, videos, and interactive content that showcases Mayor's expertise and thought leadership in the logistics industry. The expected benefits from Maersk's social media strategy include increased brand awareness, improved customer relationships, and higher conversion rates. We'll get to that in the next slide. Now let's jump into two more areas the company should focus on. First, we have collaboration. Maris Line should be working with other companies, influencers, and thought leaders in the logistics industry to broaden not only its customer and partnership reach, but also influence their credibility as a business. Innovation. Maris Line should be experimenting with new social media platforms such as Twitter, as we all know as now X, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and other important marketing websites that can influence their business and to keep them ahead in the competition game. Now, we did say in our last slide what the expected benefits from Mare's social media strategy should include. Just to refresh your memory, we talked about increased brand awareness, improved customer relationships, as well as higher conversion rates. But let's get into detail. As far as increased brand awareness, they should consistently share high quality content. Maris has been able to reach a wider audience and increase its brand recognition. Now, let's jump into the improved customer relationship. Social media provides a platform for Maris Line to not only engage with its customers and respond to their queries and feedback, but also fostering a stronger relationship with them. Now, lastly, higher conversions rate, which is very, very important. Maris Line should be attracting and engaging potential customers on social media. And Maris Line can also increase its chances of converting them into actual paying customers, which will increase the revenue of the business. Now, let's just sit here and discuss why these important areas should be focused on and why they contribute to their company. Mara's social media performance is attributed to smart content production, active participation, and effective usage of many channels. By continuing to innovate and adapt to emerging trends, they can maintain and enhance their strong social media presence, driving further brand awareness, customer loyalty, and business growth. Maersk can use measures like engagement rates, website traffic, as we discussed in our previous slides, conversion rates, and ROI to assess these specific benefits.